be us. But when the vision is bigger than you know, it takes a different turn. And I just want to, once again, commend you for your sacrifice. I want to thank you for lending your father to me. And I just want to thank him for entrusting me to help him with this project. So without further ado, I know you were dying to learn more about these people. So what I'm going to do right now, we're going to start with Ms. Lewis and we'll just work our way down and just introduce yourself to the audience and just tell us something unique about yourself before we get into these questions.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Pamela Lewis. I'm a native of Long Beach, California. I've been in higher ed as an educator practitioner for 20 years. So this is near and dear to my heart as as we work with students every day. One thing about me, I love to roller skate.
Councilman, help us out. 06, ice, baby.
All right. I'll talk after. Good evening, everyone. Justin Blakely here. In terms of my profession, LA County Commissioner, served as a public policy manager for a nonprofit child care development agency. And just as Ms. just said, education is very important to me. In terms of coming from the city of Compton, there's often a stigmatizing view of the city. Violence is perpetuated. There's a lot of things, but what I really am excited to be on this Q&A or this panel is really discuss how there's external factors to how these things are kind of coming today. And so I'm I'm Africana Studies major by Cal State Dominguez Hills, Cal State CSU. But it's important for us to talk about those external things that cause the current context of where we are today. So excited to be here.
Absolutely. I'm going to skip over that pretty young guy in the middle and go to this gorgeous princess right here.
I'm London Barrett. I'm his last daughter, his last child. I'm born and raised in San Diego. I'm a senior in high school. This is my first film ever, and it was really fun to do, and it was really exciting.
Great job.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Fun fact about me is I got into a car accident when I was 7 and I survived.
Oh man. You made me cry. You gonna make me cry. You are gonna make me cry. Because I'm serious. That was a subject matter that I did not want to touch today. No, really. Because I felt my brother's pain. To have all your children in the car and have a moment where you didn't know whether we were going to make it or not. London, I love you. Jake, Mr. Golden.
Thank you guys so much for that. I'm Jake Golden. I was lucky enough to be able to play the character of Billy Jansen in what you just saw. I'm 17. I'm graduating high school in about 4 weeks now. This is a great project to be a part of, and I'm eternally grateful to be a part of it. And it's amazing. This is my first time ever seeing the final product, and it absolutely blew me away. All the lovely people that worked on it are just so talented, and I'm so lucky to be able to work with them. But I guess a little fun fact about me is, since I was about 6, I think, 6 or 7, I've been skateboarding on and off competitively, just for fun.
All right. Awesome. And without further ado, Maestro, Mr. Elder Barrett III.
Right on. Hey, everybody.
What up? Hey.
My name is Leroy James Barrett III. I say that incredibly proudly. My father was amazing and instrumental in my world, such a teacher. So I have his name. I was born on his birthday, so factor that out first. I was born on his birthday, an hour different in the morning and time. And I have his name, both born September 7th. So I'm proud of him, for more reasons than me. I'm the writer, director, Dying to Learn, and thank y'all for being here. I think simply a cool fact about me is I love Legos. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. Thank y'all for being here.
Was that Legos?
Legos.
You put it together and build something magnanimous out of a couple of pigs.
Hey, I got a family that loves Legos.
Awesome, awesome. Legoland, we must go. That's a road trip. Okay, everybody, I hope that you enjoyed this project. I hope it evoked some energy in you to move 180 degrees, to have you tossing back and forth, because it's that type of touching. It just grabs a hold of you. You have to be. Is there anything less than humane? That animalistic even wouldn't suffice as a description of your character if this didn't move you in some fashion or some form. And the movement is just not about moving you. It's about finding viable solutions to reduce the effects of violence on our students as they come to a place of higher learning. And we have this panel here to evoke upon you some knowledge, some wisdom, some ideas that we can take back with us to put together a recipe that will reduce these types of incidents, these atrocities from happening in our community. And first, ladies first. We're going to go with the queen of diversity and inclusion. She's been working to build gaps and bridges through thought and knowledge and ideas and processes. So my question to you, and it was just one, Ms. Lewis, that what disparities do you think we need to address in regards to how these incidents happen in different communities? Not those just impoverished, but those that seem to be golden. But there are some disparities. And along with those disparities is more so the allocation of resources to help either co-combat or to prepare faculty, staff, students, and parents when it comes to these type of atrocities that happen in our learning institutions.
That's a very heavy question and very layered, right? Because it starts with, when you talk about disparities, you're talking about, you know, as we, like we said, it's deeply rooted. So it starts before it even gets to higher ed. With me, it starts in our K-12 system. It starts in our neighborhoods. It is systems that is oppressed upon oppressed, right? That we continue. So when I mean the deeply rooted part, you have to dismantle it, right, from the beginning. That's the hard part for all of us. We all are looking for solutions every day in our work to close the equity gap and increase those opportunities and the access. Partnership is really big. Yes. We work with our community-based organizations. We still work with our K-12 thought leaders as well, and trying every day, you know, to have these solutions. But it's still individual, right? That decision is still individual as far as making that decision to go that route. Yes. We can prepare, as the film shared, that, you know, the students, you can tell they were in the training, right? And they had that training, we can prepare for that day. But the hope is that it never happens. Right. But that's not our reality. And the thing about it, I was sharing